Alright, hey guys, so I'm out sick today, but work's still got to continue onwards. So what you're going to need is the new Deal packet, which you received yesterday. Okay, it looks like this guy. So yesterday you guys looked at the front. What I need you to do is flip to the next page in that, okay, the New Deal programs map, and you're also going to need out your Chromebooks. Okay, so where you're going to go for this is under Term 1, Role of Government, Great Depression. Okay, scroll down to here we are, Tuesday. Okay, New Deal projects. So what this is a Google map of every single New Deal project specifically. Okay, so you can zoom in and out on it. It's kind of cool because if you zoom out, you can see even some that are not in the continental United States. Okay, so you have some in Guatemala, some in Puerto Rico, because of imperialism. So all you got to do is you can pick, if you kind of flick over here, you have to pick 4. Okay, whichever 4 that you want to do. This is a typo here. This should say term 1. Okay, and so I'm just going to pick one here. So you can click full info. You can pick any 4 you want. It's up to you. So this is a post office, right? So I would write down the Mayaguez, I'm butchering that, Puerto Rican post office right here under program title. Okay, what specifically the program did. So this was building a post office in Puerto Rico, and then this requires you to think conclusions. How did this improve people's lives? So very simply, post office, people now have access to mail. This creates jobs of working at the post office, and then also the construction of actually building that, not to mention potentially trucks, postal trucks, helping the auto industry. Okay, so that's the first part. The next part of this, okay, so if I want to go back to my class website, is the effects of the New Deal. So these are 3 different graphs that you have to look at. Okay, you can look at these within your group. So the document title, which in this case is unemployment rates during the New Deal, and then your observations and conclusions. So what are the things you observe? What specific statistics? Okay, so let me zoom in here. So very simply, I could say, okay, one of the things I observed is that the unemployment rate at the New Deal, onset of the New Deal, was 37%, and was successful in declining it down to 21%. Okay, now it goes right back up. So you could also notice a statistic here that unemployment doesn't reach normal unemployment until World War II. Okay, because again, our essential question is it worth it? Okay, the next one is looking at gross domestic product, which stands for GDP, which means the total amount of wealth that the country is producing. So notice you're seeing a significant increase here. The country is getting wealthier. Okay, so you could say the New Deal is working. And then the last one here is the deficit. Deficit is another word for government debt. Okay, so as you're looking at this, so the New Deal and Great Depression is during the 1930s. So this is the era that you're focusing on here, 1930s. 1940s, that's World War II. Okay, so you got to decide which specific statistics that you want to jot down. Okay, and then once you've done that, the last thing is you got to answer the essential question: was the New Deal worth it? So did the benefits of the New Deal outweigh the costs? And you have to then use 2 specific pieces of evidence to back up your stance. Keyword specific evidence. Not just it created jobs, okay? Well, what specific programs created how many jobs? Okay? How much did unemployment go by specifically to back up your argument? Okay, so that's the main thing that you're going to be working on today. If you have time, I want you then working on the FDR homework that is due for tomorrow. And then if you have more time, then I'd be working on your Unit 2 study guide, which is due Friday because we have a test that day. Okay, so I'll be back at it on Wednesday. Have a great day, and remember to be awesome.